One of the things that Wharton does, especially in my department, one of the things we do especially well is think of really big ideas.
Right. I think we tried to mask it a little bit more because we didn't.
I came here primarily to work with Sigal Barsade. She's a pioneer in the field of emotions research, and since that's exactly what I wanted to do, which is study emotions and relationships in the workplace, for me it was a really easy decision.
We get fabulous doctoral students, and you're working with somebody who's really, really good and really engaged and has a whole new view on things that I've been doing.
I would say my particular interest is the things that kind of are under the surface, the things we don't actually see. So, for example, in my dissertation work, I'm studying the influence of gossip in the workplace.
We want to clarify that our contempt psychological outcomes are also new.
It's definitely an apprenticeship relationship in the sense of, we're teaching them all of the details and all the things that they need to know and do. But intellectually, it's very much of an equal relationship.
And this was sort of the thing about all the different emotions that we studied, that we looked at before, and then now we say, oh, we're only looking at behavioral outcomes as well as the mediators of those behavioral outcomes.
Shimul and I have done a ton of work in our behavioral lab. And as people doing psychological work, this is absolutely critical. The behavioral lab allows us to be able to test our hypotheses, but with a wonderful system of people who help us do it and help us run it and get the people through and recruit them. That's actually pretty unusual. And so there's access. For what it takes to do research, it's here.
She gives me a lot of intellectual freedom. So I actually really love the chance to sort of go off on my own, be really creative and, make my own mistakes sometimes, but always knowing that, she's there for any kind of, if I need advice, if I need emotional support, and often, the combination of both of those.
Wharton is an amazing place for doctoral students. Wharton gives you a broad doctoral education so that you can really interact with other colleagues that you're going to have later, and also, even more importantly, it informs the kind of research you do. It makes you more broad, more open, and I think ultimately more interesting.
One thing I found is I made amazing friends here, people who've actually really helped me grow, people I've wanted to work with, people I know I'll continue collaborating with for the rest of my life, and are now faculty in other big business schools. So it's something that's always going to be a really important component of who I am and where I go.